Hi, this is Dr. David Wade. I'm coming to you again, speaking to you about living healthy to 100, fulfilling your destiny healthy. I believe my mission is to be able to communicate to you principles of healthy living. And I want to basically define the concept using the word wellness as an acronym to long-term healthy living. The word wellness basically is the W-E-L-L is well in the N-E-S-S. So being well in the N stands for nutrition. So what does nutrition mean? It means basically getting the right nutrients and sufficiency and living a life of purity. Now, you know today it's really difficult to live a pure life in anything, especially with nutrition, with as many chemicals and toxins and poisons that they put into the foods. It's very difficult to be able to have the purity. So if you could minimize the toxicity and get the sufficient nutrients that you need, God's provided for us all that we need in the foods that we eat. You just have to learn a little bit more about how to do that. And we'll talk about nutrition a little bit more in depth in some future programs. The E, the wellness, N-E-S-S, deals with exercise. So you need to be able to have not only the muscle tone maintained, but the cardiovascular function. So if you can maintain that well over the course of your lifetime, maintaining muscle tone and cardiovascular function, you've got the exercise down. The first S is stress management. Now, we live in a hugely stressful environment. And if you can understand the concept that God's paid the price for our healing and that we are created in His image and likeness, and that if you could respond to circumstances the way God does with unconditional love and forgiveness, there is zero stress in that response. So it's not the things that we go through, it's how we respond to those things that defines the level of stress. So if you could figure out a way where you kind of like work out your own salvation, you've heard that term, so that you understand how to deal with the circumstances and the stresses that we experience, then you can live in a healthy life. Responding the way God would respond to any circumstance with unconditional love and forgiveness, no stress, no extra pressure, no damaging effects of the stress in your life. Stress can kill you, but if you understand how to be able to adapt to it properly through the proper response, there is no stress, no damage. The last S is structure. Structure deals with motion and balance. One of the most common functional declines that we see for people beyond the age of 50 is they lose their ability to move. They get in a chair, they have a hard time getting up. You've heard the joke, I've fallen and I can't get up. Unfortunately, that's too true. And what happens with a lot of people is they fail to maintain their structural balance and mobility. There's a concept that motion is lotion for your joints. So if they're moving, they're lubricating. They're naturally designed to replenish the circulation in the joint fluids, and you can actually stay well and keep your spine and joints well all of your life if you understand the concept of balanced motion and flexibility. Important. So we're going to talk more in depth about each of those four things, but if you can have this wellness formula down, you can live healthy to 100. This is Dr. David Wade wishing you good health for a lifetime.